Hey guys, what's up? This is NeverUsedTier here, and I have a pretty good, fun, what I'd like to call entertaining match. It's not like what I usually upload, it's kind of a long battle that's basically me predicting the crap out of the opponent, while at the same time a bunch of hacks is going on both sides, kinda. And I think I'm gonna try to get a layout, a team preview of some sort because I like those and I just like to have one. So let's just start this. So I lead off with my Electrode and he leads off with his Phicalone, and I know he's gonna rain dance because that's what these things do, so I just taunt it. And then I Volt Switch and I switch into my Cradily, I think. Yeah, and this is an amazing Cradily set. Oh yeah, and you're gonna have to ignore the health thing because this website is kind of glitching today. I don't know what's wrong with it, but the health goes up when I get hit, and yeah. But so this Cradily set is Ancient Power, Earth Power, Rest, Sleep Talk, Max HP, Max Special Attack, and it seemed to work very, very well. It hits everything in the tier neutral except for Torterra and Grotle, which is really great coverage. It hits the, yeah, but so it's worked out really well for me at least. And here's the part where I start predicting like a boss. I predict him to go for the Ice Beam, but well, I don't know what I predicted right there. But he goes for the Shell Smash. And no, I was trying to waste the rain turns right here. So I protected, and he goes for the Surf. And then I switch into my Frillish to get the water absorb on the Surf, so it wastes even another turn. And I know he's going to carry the hidden power because all these things do. And I go into my Cradily to take it because Cradily is pretty bulky, but it turns out that's hidden power Dark. And I predicted him to predict me to go into Mawile. Wait, no. I predicted him that to think that I would switch into Mawile, so I go straight back into my Frillish. And then I miss the Will-O-Wisp, which really kind of sucks. And then I'm not going to go for that again because it's obvious. So I just recover, which works out well for me. And then I go into my Mawile to get the Intimidate, and I know he's going to Crunch. And that only does 14% if you couldn't see. And so now I protect just to get more burn damage, and I know he has the close combat. And now, right here, I'm going to predict him to predict me for him to go for the close combat again, and he would think that I'm going to go into my Frillish, so I stayed in and went for the Seismitoad, or whatever it's called. And so now I'm around like 30%, 40% of health, and I protect, and he's burned. And right here, I didn't know if this would kill him, but the Sucker Punch did kill him, to my surprise. And then his Seismitoad comes in, and I go out in my Pharaoh because I know he's going to Earth Power to hit me super effectively. And then I just go for the U-turn to go into my Frillish because I thought he was going to go for a Water type because I know these things don't get Ice Beam. And he goes for the Sludge Wave, which does 7%. It does more to him than it does to me. And then I go for the Hydro Pump, which does a ton in the rain, which is, I have no special attack investment whatsoever, and I knew he was going to switch out from the Nightshade, and I go into my Cradily to take the Thunder Wave the status because I knew he had it because he brought it in on my kinda wall, I'm going to say special wall. And then I Sleep Talk, and I get the rest, I believe. Yeah, I get the rest. I might be kind of behind on the narration here. But the rain stops, and I switch in. No, I don't. Sorry, I lied. And then, oh yeah, here. He Psychics, gets the special defense drop, and I Sleep Talk the rest. And I know that I'm at just enough HP now to live one more Psychic, wake up, and go for the rest. And that was a critical turn right there, because if I had switched and not gotten the rest off, I probably would have lost this match, because Cradily was very important to this match, as you will see later. And so he taunts my Frillish, and I predict him to go to the to use Thunder Wave again, but he just goes straight for the Psychic, which doesn't really matter. And then I go into my Pharaoh, now predicting him to taunt, so I can't sleep talk. And then I'm predicting him to Thunder Wave, so I U-turn out, super effective hit, and go into my Cradily. Gosh, I'm talking really fast, and it's pretty late. And then I go back out into my Pharaoh, make the same pretty obvious, I'm not going to say obvious, but it was a pretty, I don't even know, it was a good play on my part, I'm going to say, because I got his Seismitoad off, which means I can safely bring in my Electrode, because I only have 2 electric type attacks, and then I have Taunt and Magic Coat. And then I Volt Switch out and go into my Cradily again, as you guys can probably predict yourselves. And then he Psychics, and so now I'm probably around 70% of health. And I Sleep Talk and I get the Earth Power, which kinda sucks because I can only hit this thing with one of my moves when I'm Sleep Talking. So I have like a 33% chance, which sucks. And then I go into my Pharaoh because I knew he wouldn't go for the Thunder or Thunderbolt or Electric type attack because it would be not very effective against Cradily, so I went into Pharaoh, and then you turned out, so I'm just basically controlling what he's doing right now. And right here, no, it's the next turn. So right now I'm at about 50% of health, and then I Sleep Talk the rest, and here he goes for the U-turn, and it brings me down to like really low red health, and then I wake up and go for the rest, which was another key point because all these were very important because Cradily is one of the only things that is allowing me to have all my Pokemon alive. And then he Shell Smashes, and he doesn't have the White Herb, so that Earth Power does a lot. And then I go into my Frillish because I don't know, to resist basically anything. But I swear, I freaking swear, every single time I switch my Frillish in on an Ice Beam, let's see, like Regice, Articuno, all these things, I get the Freeze Hacks. I'm not even kidding. Every single time I switch my Frillish in to take an Ice Beam on PO, I get the Freeze Hacks. In my last video, it even happened. Oh my gosh. And here is just the pure power of Basculin. This is a C Incense Basculin, and it takes it out from -1, and that's a resisted Aqua Jet. Basculin saves my life. And so then I go into my Cradily to basically wall most of his team. But he does have a light screen, which kind of sucks. Cradily would be able to do so much work if he didn't have that. But so I'm just Sleep Talking, and I'm most likely going to get the Earth Power or the rest. So I'm basically just staying in until he switches out or something like that. And then, so I'm basically forced to go to the rest if I want to live. And I go into my Mawile to get the Intimidate because I thought he was going to U-turn because that's what he did last time. But he just goes for the Grass Knot. And then he goes for the Thunder and hits it and takes me out. And I was at 30-something% right there. And it just lagged. I'm not sure if it lagged for you, but it lagged for me. But now I go into my Basculin. And that does 67%. And then it flinches him. And that was probably the worst hacks for him. Because he could have Grass Knotted or Thundered. And probably, most likely, taken me out. And then he goes into his Grumpig, and I can easily take it out with a Waterfall. And that was a good game. And there's my completely frozen, or still Basculin. And so, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me if you like this kind of battle, because on PO, I get a lot of haxy battles. And there are some people, like, this guy wasn't bad, but there are some noobs where it's just kind of fun to mess around with them, and you can just switch predicting everything they do using straight smog onsets, and it's funny. So, yeah, goodbye.